Let go now. Now, let go.
We arrived at Adels Grove and it was really green, very lush, I suppose you could say. And the water was like crystal clear. You could see the fish. You can't do that at the Murray. Just ruin it all.
Is that fish?
Yeah, but it was hot at Adels Grove, so what we did was we went for a swim. After that, I tried to have a shower, but it didn't really work because it was very chaotic. Because Harry was chasing around a frog, and it was just, yeah.
What we got going on there, Harry? What's this?
I don't know, I found it in the shower.
You found a frog in the shower?
Yep.
Wow. Because I heard a lot of commotion coming from the toilet block, the shower block. I'm thinking, what is going on in there? And he's come out with a big green tree frog. Can you turn him around my eye? I'm just seeing his backside at the moment. Where's his head? Can you just
I don't know what to do.
hold him still? Wow. He doesn't seem too fussed by you. Looks just like Kermit.
Kermit,
He doesn't. Okay, he'll jump.
He'll land on Dad's face.
And that one, don't. Jeez. That's cool. So what? Jack wasn't keen.
It was going to Jack's shower, and then Jack gave it to me so I could show you guys.
That's really cool.
Oh.
There you go. So we're in the land of the green tree frogs.
Probably because of the floods, it just got in the showers.
Yeah, you'll find them. They're around.
Oh, Demi's moving.
Well, that's cool. All right, we're here at beautiful Adels Grove. We were here last night, arrived yesterday, and it was the first day that they opened since February because of the floods. So they've been absolutely smashed here with the floods. I don't know if you can see behind me, it's beautiful water, but all the debris and the fallen trees just came through. Apparently the high water mark was 10 metres and they lost just about everything. So they've been busy rebuilding. Spoke to the owner this morning. They've got a team of French travellers and one guy from the UK as well that I had a chat to. And they've been busy tidying up and getting all the amenities back in order. And they're just getting things organised for people to come back. So we were really lucky to be able to get in here for the first day. They reopened, which was 14th of July. And now it's getting busy. People are turning up and camping, which is awesome. And we were just wondering about the water. So this water is just beautiful, fresh, clean water. It's just amazing. We went for a kayak down the creek today, and we asked the owner about where the water comes from, and it actually comes from PNG, subterranean water that goes underneath the seabed, and it travels all that way from Papua New Guinea, and it pops up around here in lots of different spots. So Lawn Hill Gorge, which is closed at the moment, which is disappointing but understandable because it just got decimated. So you can't even access the place at all. It's completely closed to the public at the moment, and it'll be closed for us sometimes so they can rebuild and allow people back in there. But yeah, the water's amazing. It's fresh, it's clean, and beautiful temperature. There's freshies around, but they're really skittish and no salties at all. Apparently they don't even like this water at all, so they've never been in here. They've never sighted a salty in here at all, ever. So it's been great. So we're going to head to Gregory Downs tomorrow, which is supposed to be beautiful.
gotta pay 2 sand.
Whoa! Good thing! Oh! Look at over here.
Wait, hold this. When they come up and
See that there are full in.
Okay, Jack, back up. Right, after all that, you actually caught one.
you didn't film it. Oh,
Sorry.
damn.
Filming it now.
No, Harry, stop. Mine.
That's cool.
Well done, you caught one.
So that's a little archer fish.
Is it? Has it got straw?
4.5. I felt it on my foot.
It's got no sugar.
Yes! 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 Yes!
What are you doing there? Alright, there you go.
I can just imagine Harry at the Denny Utah.
Oh, I reckon.
I love this car.
What have you got there? What sort of car is it, Harry?
79 series.
So, what sort of motor has it got?
V8 engine.
Alright. Is it a turbo diesel?
Yes.
Awesome. Perspective as a parent.
Gregory Downs was amazing. Like the water was flowing super fast and it was really fun. But at first we didn't really know if it was even safe. So we went to the pub first and talked to some locals. They were like, yeah, there's some freshies in there, no salties though. Apparently you can get mussels in the sand, but I didn't find any, so I don't really know. If you go to Gregory Downs, you can go and see if you can find some mussels in the sand, but I didn't. Anyways, we did go into the water. And we kept on going backwards and forwards.
Mom, we flipped. This is funny. Wait, no. I want to stop. No, help me. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Because it was really fun, and we just kept on doing it because it was amazing. And yeah, there was some rope swings as well, so we went rope swinging. I don't even know if that's a word, but I guess I made it up. Yeah, Peak Antics, rock on. Ooh, rock on, dude.
Go out a bit. Oh, be more in the tree. Yes.
Okay, Leichhardt Falls. That was a surprise. Didn't know about that place until we had a chat to a few people. In fact, 2 or 3 people at Adels Grove said that Leichhardt Falls was definitely worth checking out. So we spent a night in Gregory Downs, which was fantastic. Kids had a swim there. And then Leichhardt Falls was the next spot. One night, but beautiful. Just a really flat, sort of really dry area. And then as you drive into it, you go down to a causeway and there's lots of water on both sides of the road. And as you come round to the right, then the falls are just right there, and they drop down, probably, I don't know, 2.5, 3 meters. Heaps of people are there walking along the rocks where the water's sort of sitting, that then goes down the falls, and it's just beautiful. The water's flowing pretty quick, and we were in front of one of the smaller waterfalls and the bigger one was over to the right. But it was a beautiful place to camp and just really peaceful. And it was a pretty cool spot where we had to drive through, really rocky, and we just set up in between 2 other campers and enjoyed the view. It was magnificent. And then we got up in the morning and it was just great stepping out of the camper and seeing the waterfalls there, and then we headed off to Karumba. Oh, and the other thing about Leichhardt Falls, it was named after Ludwig Leichhardt, who was a famous explorer who was tragically, he disappeared. Him and his team disappeared. They were trying to traverse the Australian outback from east to west, and at some point something happened to them and they were never found. So that's who the falls are named after, Ludwig Leichhardt. Alright, we're not that far from Normanton and we found another Birken Mills site. This is Camp 119. So since we left Mildura, we've ended up following the Birken Mills expedition route. Not intentionally, but that's just the way it's happened, which is pretty cool. So this tree behind me is Birken Mills tree, which number?
Number 14.
Number 14. So you can see that it's scarred down here. So this tree was here when Birken Mills came through, and they scarred the trees to prove where they'd been. So when they got back to Melbourne, which they didn't, except for King, no, was it King or Grey? King survived.
It's King, yeah.
They could say, yep, we went all the way to the Gulf, which they did, but they unfortunately didn't make it back. Pretty cool.
It was a bit of a drive to Karumba, so pretty much the only footage that we got of day 25 was the sunset. And the reason why it was called the Sunset Bar that we went to was because there was a beautiful sunset. Amazing.
Alright, so we're going to show you guys how to make one of our most favourite breakfast wraps. We've been having these since we started travelling. Now these are called sausage and egg wraps. Pretty simple, but what we do is we take the humble sausage and we just squeeze like little meatballs out of the end. So you just discard the skins afterwards. Alright, so Jack's going to have a go because he wants to learn how to do it. So
I think I'm squeezing out the other end instead. Oh,
getting
wow.
awkward.
Is that it?
Well, I don't know what you've done there.
I don't know.
No,
What
no,
I've done either.
Look at that. You get all the meat out. So once you get all the meat into the pan, we could probably put some oil in there, but usually sausages have got a fair bit of fat in them, so I was just trying to avoid doing that. Just something else I had to get out. Yep, so move it around. I might chuck a little bit of oil in there.
I just want to say one thing. I'm pretty sure we made this up. Peak Antics, we made it. We also
our
did,
recipes.
yeah, we did this other thing called burger wraps as well. It's pretty much just burgers inside of a wrap. Yeah. And Peak Antics saying is if it can't go on a wrap, why eat it at all?
Is that one of our sayings, is it?
Yeah, we say that all the time.
The meat is cooked now. So you put the eggs in now. Yeah.
How many eggs per person?
They're nice.
There, it's going to cook it unevenly then. So what we do is we put them in the wraps. These are wraps we usually love them because they're the roasted garlic ones. We just love those wraps. The other thing I'll say about wraps is heaps better than buying loaves of bread. They don't go mouldy, they're easy to store. So we're not eating sandwiches, we're not having, we're not getting hamburger buns. Everything we do goes in a wrap, pretty much.
We've lived off of wraps this
So
whole
having
time
wraps for
too.
breakfast, wraps for lunch, wraps for dinner.
Morning
they're
tea,
just morning
afternoon
tea.
tea.
They store for ages. They don't, and they store really easily. They don't take up any space, and they don't go mouldy, and they taste awesome. So we love wrapping, don't we, Jackie? Don't we, Harry?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back in a sec. So just chuck a couple of scoops in there. Bit of sausage, bit of egg. Don't be shy. Maybe a couple more scoops. Yep, that's one. Oh, now we're throwing stuff. Okay, cool. So, we just wrap these bad boys up, as you would with a wrap.
Can I try?
Yeah. Beautiful. 4 of them. There you go, Tana. You can have one. That's yours.
That's a massive one. Might only just be the size. That's massive, man.
My mum's showing you. Hope we get a bloody Spanish.
Yeah, I know. Harry, at this rate, you're gonna have to do the dishes.
Yellow belly.
It's dead. Aha! You gotta do dishes for a week, Jack.
It's going under. That's awesome.
Oh God, we got a fish. I'm proud of myself. That's a lot of work today.
Yeah, these three are together.
Go here! Here!
Just hold on to your rope, buddy.
Let's go! I'm part of the group now. I was meditating.
Might have a bit of bad news for you.
Oh, go on.
I guess nobody's doing the dishes at this point.
You're gonna have dirty dishes then, mate. No one's doing them. No?
Wait! No, I caught 2 fish. Nah, this is a shark. Boy. Ah, that's a big one! Harry, stay. Bro, that's like 2 meters long. Oh, it's tied around the... It's tied around the rope.
Yeah, let it go up.
Dad.
Where'd you go, Joe?
Meter long?
Hang on to your rod.
Meter.
Whoa, that's a big one.
We're gonna have a big lunch.
Oh, that is a decent one.
We got 5. We caught
It's an Arabic sound, and they can speak clear with it. My dad, he could have like it. They could have, but he wasn't allowed to speak it, man. Bloody mission did
agencies to be able to set it back to the original state so they can care for it in their cultural ways. The hot springs is very, very spiritual place. It's where the young ladies would come to birth. It's where the warriors would come to bath. It's where people would come to heal. It's a very beautiful place, and we had no idea that we were coming upon this. You need to go.
People actually stand up here and say those little pools out there remind them of footprints. I'm a little bit short and I can't actually see that. So my interpretation is a little different. When they tell us that our water out here is 19,000 years old, I think to myself, wow, that's 2,000 generations of our people. Many years ago, they would have walked all over the place here. Watch the rainfall over there on those ranges. Here we are, fortunate enough today to have country back in our hands. And watch it resurface here at Tallaroo.
Yeah, you do get used to it, but it hurts.
Oh, it's so good.
It's supposed to be a 40 minutes hub, and we're 20 minutes in.
It's not going in. It's
Hot.
a bit odd, eh? I think we haven't really thought this through because it's like 30 degrees today.